So I just got done watching Captain America Brave New Waste of My Time. Just kidding. It's Brave New World. It was so new, so worldly. Anyway, yeah, I got some thoughts on the movie. No spoilers in the beginning, and then later on we'll get into some spoilers. And with that all out of the way,
come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination.
oh boy, this was I don't even know how to describe this movie. I mean, it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, but I just felt like I could have done something else better for my 2 hours and watch Captain America Brave New World. Like I said, it wasn't bad. It's like about average, a little below average movie. The plot makes no freaking sense. The villain is dumb as hell. His plan to take down everything doesn't make any sense, and it's dumb as hell, and there's so many plot holes into the villain's plan. The reshoots in this movie, oh my god, it was glaringly obvious what was reshot, and the editing in this movie was kind of bad at times. It was like on the levels of like Madam Web, Craven the Hunter at times, not like for the whole movie, but oh my god, like the reshoots are glaringly obvious. The visual effects and CGI green screen looked awful at times. In my opinion, I thought the Red Hulk looked bad. Like it looked like he came from She-Hulk. Actually, I think She-Hulk looked better than the Red Hulk at times. And Red Hulk CGI is just really bad. Like, what was the budget for this movie? I thought the budget for Captain America 4 was really big. I mean, I know the whole movie kind of got reshot for better or for worse. I can't even imagine what the movie was originally like. I guess they made the movie from bad to somewhat watchable. I mean, it is watchable. It's not the worst movie ever. I mean, I've seen worse. I'm just tired of watching mediocre Marvel crap that we've been getting for, I don't know, 5 years now. Not all of it's been mediocre. I'm being a little over the top, but you know, most of it has been, in my opinion, mediocre. Either whether it came from the TV shows or from the movies, it's just it's always below average or sometimes really bad. Hopefully, you guys are on track with Doomsday. Some of the positives in this movie is Sam Wilson as Captain America. I like Anthony Mackie. I think he's a pretty good actor, pretty underrated in my opinion. And you know, he has the chops to be a main star. Like, he has the chops to be a main character in his own movie. He should have had a Falcon movie a long time ago, or at least a Falcon TV series before he became Captain America and did everything. I mean, I know he had Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm just talking about in general before Endgame and everything. Even though they kind of messed up his character a bit, ever since Falcon and Winter Soldier, they kind of messed up what I liked about Falcon. They kind of messed up his character. He still was pretty good at times in this movie. Just the writing for his character is just kind of bad, and it makes sense because the people that did Falcon and Winter Soldier, which was kind of crap, made this movie, and this movie's kind of crap. I don't know why they gave the writers and the people that worked on Falcon and Winter Soldier a promotion to work on Captain America 4. But who the hell do I know? Harrison Ford was pretty good in this movie too. I feel like his acting was actually really good at times. The writing for his character was kind of dog shit, but the acting by Harrison Ford was top notch. I felt like he had really some great emotional scenes in this movie, and I was surprised he wasn't just phoning it in or something. Like, at 80 something years old, he still has really good acting skills. I'm surprised. There were some action scenes that were pretty good as well. Some of it was really bad. I don't want to say a spoiler, but there's this one fight. It's a big fight, and it was just trash. All the flying scenes where there's fighting going on was kind of trash in my opinion too. I felt like it was CGI slop. And also, I kind of like the new Falcon. He kind of reminds me of Spider-Man a little bit. Sometimes he was a little too corny and over the top. But I did like him though. He was a solid addition to this movie. Another character I really like is Isaiah. I liked what they did with him from Falcon and Winter Soldier, but they don't really use it to its full potential. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's just so lazy what they're doing with Isaiah. The actor that plays him, though, has a brilliant performance. I know he's a really famous actor, but yeah, he was great in this movie, as he was great in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Just secret, thrown away Captain America. It's just really interesting. I wish they did more with it, but in this movie, they just kind of don't use the tragic story of Isaiah to its full potential. Man, they could have done Sam Wilson, Captain America, so much better. His movies could have had so much potential, and Falcon and Winter Soldier, if that never happened, oh man, they just really dropped the ball in the worst way possible with Sam Wilson, Captain America. There's still a chance to save him. There's still a way to course correct him. I mean, Marvel's course corrected characters before. But yeah, it's really disappointing and just a shame. Wasted potential, honestly. And the last big negative I gotta say about the movie is the dialogue. The writing for this movie was kind of crap at times. There were some good elements. Most of it was pretty much crap. And the dialogue, there was some really corny dialogue in this movie that just made me cringe. I'm going to give this movie a 59%. It wasn't that good. Not the worst thing ever. I was expecting actually kind of the worst thing ever based off of what's been said behind the scenes. But, there's some good things in this movie. It's kind of below average, I guess. All right, I'm going to dive into spoilers. If you don't want to get spoiled, leave now. You have been warned. We're going to get into spoilers in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get into the spoilers. All right, where to start? Well, I want to talk about Sam Wilson as Captain America and something that's been really frustrating what they've been doing with him as Captain America. Okay, so let's take a trip back to Endgame. At the end of the movie, Steve Rogers hands Sam Wilson the shield. He's like, you're going to be a great Captain America. You deserve it. Go do your thing, Sam. And it was a really emotional, beautiful scene. And I always wanted Falcon to be Captain America. Everyone was saying, like, during around the time Endgame was coming out, Bucky should be Captain America and all this other stuff. And I'm like, no, his mind can't be like, based off what's happened to Bucky, his mind's broken. Like, he can't be Captain America, in my opinion. I think it makes more sense for Falcon to be Captain America. And I wanted that from the start. And also, in the comics, he became Captain America around the time of Endgame, I believe, or it was a little before Endgame. And I do remember reading a few of those, and I like Falcon as Captain America. But if you just watch the MCU movies, he's just a loyal, good friend. But ever since Sam and Steve met, Sam's been a loyal friend. Like, loyal, he's such a great person. It just made sense for him to be Captain America. And it just really made sense to me at the time. And I thought when Marvel made that decision, it was like, oh my god, they just read my mind. This is brilliant. This is amazing. And Marvel can do such cool things with Sam as Captain America. And then we get the announcement of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I'm like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Isn't he Captain America now? Like, what are we doing? And then when you watch that show, the beginning of the show, they start ruining his character with some bullcrap that he doesn't want to be Captain America all of a sudden. I'm like, this is such a disrespect to Steve. Like, what are we doing here? Why are they making Sam be a disrespectful friend all of a sudden? He's been loyal to Steve since the day one they met. Like, this is so out of character for him. And this questioning of being Captain America goes into Captain America 4. Like, what is this bullcrap? There's just a lot of deep things they could have done with Sam Wilson as Captain America. A lot of interesting things they could have explored. They kind of explore things on the surface level, and the writing is just not where it needs to be to explore these serious topics and serious issues. And they make Sam kind of bipolar with him wanting to be Captain America, but then questioning should he be it, and then he doesn't want to be it, like in Falcon the Winter Soldier. In this movie, he kind of still has that same questioning at times, and something about the super soldier serum, he should have taken it. I don't know why he didn't take it. I could be wrong, but I believe the super soldier serum like messes with your mind. I don't know. If it doesn't mess with your mind, then why didn't he just take the damn serum? Like, what are we doing? He has Wakandan tech and Wakandan like armor and stuff. I don't know. It was just really weird. Talk about some of the other side characters. Falcon, like I said, he's kind of too goofy. I remember one scene where he like flies in and gets like overly excited like Spider-Man. I feel like some of that was a little too over the top and corny. I feel like they did have a nice moment in the end, Captain America and Falcon. It was interesting seeing him like learn from his mistakes. Falcon, he went like overboard and got himself almost killed. There was also I don't know what kind of character she is. She's like Black Widow. I thought she was okay in this movie. Yeah, she was just kind of there. Isaiah, like I said, great acting performance. I felt like the character was great at times, but they kind of did surface level things with him. Like I said earlier, they could have went deeper into Isaiah, like being the forgotten Captain America. It's just like really tragic stuff. And honestly, I want a whole TV show with Isaiah. I want to explore those years when he was Captain America, kind of like what they did with Agent Carter. That's like the Disney Plus TV shows we need. We don't need Disney Plus TV shows that connect to every little goddamn thing with this universe, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You kind of need to watch that show to watch this movie, which is stupid. That's not how these shows should be working. They should be working like how it was back in the day with the MCU shows, like the shows that premiered on ABC, Hulu, Netflix. That's how the MCU shows should be working. Now, I kind of want to see an Isaiah Bradley Captain America TV show, like in the vein of Agent Carter. That I feel like that would be pretty cool. Some of the villains in the movie I'll talk about. Sidewinder was really forced into the movie. Giancarlo Esposito's character, you can tell he was reshot into the movie, and there were some glaring moments. I'm like, they're not even trying to hide it. He's just like randomly in this movie, and I guess he's gonna be the villain for Captain America 5. I don't know. After he gets taken down by a single knife, I feel like they killed all the coolness with that character. The leader in this movie, oh my god, he was dumb as hell. Like, he's supposed to be someone that's super smart. What they do with him is dumb. Like, he thinks ahead for everything for Ross, for him to become president. And he, like, kept him in the prison for 16 years. Like, he was really there for 16 years this whole time. Like, I don't know. I felt like that whole thing was dumb. Also, why did he never mind control Captain America, Falcon, or just like anyone else? What the hell was his plan? Like, his plan was stupid. The character was stupid. The whole thing in the movie was stupid. There were so many plot holes with the leader. Like, why did he not just mind control Captain America or everybody in that office? He was able to go onto Isaiah Bradley's phone, and then he was also trying to like reach out to Captain America for them to be on the same side. Like, you're supposed to be someone that's super smart and like think ahead. He's not gonna be on your side. He's Captain America. He's Sam Wilson. I don't know. I felt like that whole thing just made no sense. And I felt like the performance for the leader was kind of underwhelming. He looked weird too. I mean, I know he's supposed to have the big head, but in the Incredible Hulk, he had the big head. But in this, he doesn't have that. So what the hell? And then Thunderbolt Ross, I do think Harrison Ford did give a great performance, but the writing at times was just all over the place for the character. And he's like, oh, hey, Sam, work with me here. And then the next moment, he's like, oh, I almost died. Get out of my office. I don't want anything to do with you. This agreement's over. It's like, what a big baby. Why are they making the writing for Ross a big baby? I did think the way he became the Red Hulk was pretty interesting. This was something that was built up over many years. I guess he's permanently the Red Hulk now. I thought that was pretty cool. But then we actually saw the Red Hulk in action. Looked awful. The whole fight between Captain America and Red Hulk was really bad. Like, that should have been Hulk versus Hulk, not Captain America with his vibranium technology defeating the Red Hulk. And then he talks to him in the end in such a corny way. That whole ending looked like it was reshot or something, because the green screen was awful. It was hurting my eyes. And that whole dialogue exchange between Sam and Red Hulk to make him go back to human form was really corny, like something that came out of a Disney princess movie, honestly. And yeah, this the whole movie, I would classify it as dumb. It's a dumb movie. If you turn your brain off, I think you might find some enjoyment with it. I mean, I don't mean to sound mean. If you really genuinely enjoyed this movie, then I respect your opinion. Good for you. Like what you like, dislike what you like. We all have different opinions. Film is subjective, but in my opinion, I would have to turn my brain off to enjoy this movie, because I just felt like it was so stupid, and the plot holes are so easily to be picked apart. And it was boring too. There was like moments where it was boring. I just felt like it was a waste of time. I did like introduction to adamantium in this movie. I felt like that was pretty interesting. I guess the Avengers are going to be formed for Doomsday. Who's going to be on that roster is to be seen. And yeah, this movie does move the MCU forward, but it made my brain want to move backwards. Hopefully after this movie, I'm guessing Thunderbolts is going to be really bad too. Hopefully Fantastic Four is good. I'm kind of a little cautiously optimistic for it. I can't lie, I am excited for Fantastic Four. I love the Fantastic Four, and none of the movies are good, so I'd be happy if it's somewhat decent. We need a somewhat decent Fantastic Four movie for Marvel's first family. I don't know how to feel moving forward. I'm like not excited for anything really Marvel right now. I'm excited for DC. DC looks like it's on the right track. Marvel, I don't even know. I mean, I was excited for Spider-Man, but now that I hear it's a multiverse movie, I'm not excited for that anymore either. I don't think I'm really excited for a single thing. I think Avengers Doomsday might be a mess. I'm going to be completely honest. Secret Wars, I don't know. I don't know what Marvel's doing. I want to have hope that they're on the right track. I want to have hope that we can get things fixed and Avengers 5 and 6 can be good. I mean, the Russos are back. I do like the Russos. I know they get some hate recently for their latest movies. But yeah, I really want to have hope. I really want Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars to be good, especially if you're going to bring back Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Chris Evans possibly. Robert Downey Jr. returning as Doctor Doom I'm not sure how I really feel about that. It's cool, and at the same time, it's like, as long as he's not coming back as Iron Man, I guess that's okay. But yeah, How did Captain America Brave New World make you feel? I think some people are kind of excited for the things that are set up in this, but for me, I just kind of feel meh about it, and I'm just not really excited for anything Marvel, unfortunately.